I sluggishly sit up on my bed and wipe the sleep from my eyes. The early morning light bleeds through my blinds. Bro, we getting morning Monica POV? Bruh? Admittedly, I didn't get much sleep last night. After I got back home, I just went upstairs to think over what I was going to do today. I might have my mind set on what I'm going to do, but how are Comrade and especially Yuri going to react? I gulp. Deep breaths, Monica. Gently. Wait, what was the word gently said? Okay, never mind. Deep breaths. After having a moment to myself, I get up from my bed and get my uniform from the closet. As I'm getting dressed, multiple thoughts race through my head, both about yesterday and the day ahead. Some positive, some negative, some that I mentally kick myself for how stupid they sound. Eventually, after readjusting my ribbon and give one last look at myself in the mirror. You can do this, Monica. I take some more deep breaths before stuffing my books and the note I wrote for Yuri last night in my bag. I then make my way downstairs. I decide to skip breakfast. I can easily get something from a vending machine later. As I sit slouched on the sofa, I realize I've still got a decent amount of time before I usually walk down to Comrade's house. And especially since both Mum and Dad typically leave for work before I even get up, I'm just left alone with my thoughts. It doesn't take me long to eventually say screw it and just leave to meet Comrade. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me being early. Make sure to lock up before I head down. Then, after making sure I've got everything, I start the walk down. Transition. Even though I've been up for a while, I still feel a little tired from the night before. Waking up at half 4 in the... Who talks like this? Just say at waking up at 3:30 in the morning. Bro, didn't help my case either, but I couldn't get back to sleep. I make a mental note to pick up an energy drink from the store before school this morning. Bro, I just have a stack of them ready to go. Better yet, have some freaking Mountain Dew ready, bro. That's really all you need. Just then, there's a knock at the door. I check my phone. 6:04 a.m. Monica doesn't usually show up 6:45, and chances are Sayuri is only just getting up. Slightly curious, I go to answer the door. Morning, Comrade. Yeah, I know I'm early, but I just wanted to see you. My face relaxes as a smile forms across my lips. My instincts then take over as I embrace Monica lovingly, like the angel she is. I've missed you so much, my beautiful green-eyed angel. My speech comes out a little muffled as my face is pressed against Monica's shoulders. Are you sure they ain't pressed against something else? Monica pats my back, giving a slight giggle as she does so. I missed you too. She then pulls away, looking a little down. Marty? Marty? Comrade, She looks away momentarily. I'm sorry about yesterday. For lashing out at you and Yuri. For everything. Monica struggles to hold in tears. Monica, if anything, I should be apologizing for even being in your presence. I did keep prodding at everything, you know. I scratched at my neck, realizing how much of a bird, absolute bird, I am. Monica then clutches my hand, still looking fairly sheepish. Do you think Yuri hates me? That's certainly one hell of a conclusion to jump to over one little outburst, isn't it? If anything, Yuri seemed more shocked than anything. By the way, that's supposed to be shocked, not shock. No, I don't think Yuri hates you. Could she be upset with you? It's likely. I highly doubt she hates you. Monica nods, slowly resting her forehead on my chest. I wrap one of my arms around her, allowing her to have a moment to herself. You wanna come inside? I was gonna make some coffee before you knocked. Monica looks up, her gaze locked onto me as I use my thumb to wipe some off her tears. Yeah, I like that. I then let go of her, letting her to easily slip past me and into my house. I follow her in soon after. After a couple of minutes, I walk back into the living room with 2 mugs of coffee. As I walk in though, I notice Monica's eyes glued onto a sheet of paper. Rather than ask about it straight away, I place our drinks on the table and take a seat next to her. Monica gives me a gentle smile and nods, slightly thanking me. Fuck. Number 5, boys! Number 5. Alright, there we go. Filled all the way to the top, that's how I like it. Alright, cheers, comrades. We sit together in silence, said silence only being broken whenever either of us sip our respective drinks. The coffee's a little on the strong side this morning, but after last night, it's deserved. Judging by the look on her face, Monica seems to appreciate the strength. I look over to the sheet Monica's been reading over. From the few bits I can make out, it seems to be an apology for Yuri. At a guess, I'm assuming that was part of why Sari wanted to talk to her yesterday. I crack a smile as I give her shoulder a gentle squeeze. Fuck! Fuck me, man. Or another one out. Number 6. Cheers, comrades. She emits a soft hum. I'm proud of you, hun. But now he's starting to talk like me. She then rests her head on my shoulder, a wide smile taking over her lips. You think it's gonna work? Honestly, I don't know exactly. But I'm hopeful. I'm gently hopeful. To be fair, this was more Sayori's idea. I was like, really stumped for ideas. It's funny though. I helped Yuri with the exact same thing after her first serious spat with Natsuki, and it didn't occur to me to do the same thing. I pat her back. Don't worry, it happens sometimes. A couple more minutes pass and Monica and I soon finish our drinks. I stand from my seat, picking up both mugs as I do so. I'm just gonna rinse these out quickly. Or should I say rinse them out gently? Bruh? Just wait outside for me. Monica nods as she gently collects her things and leaves. After giving the mugs a gentle rinse, I leave them out on the side and head out. As I gently lock the door, I hear a familiar voice gently chatting to Monica. I gently turn around and, as expected, gently spot Sayuri. Morning, Sayo.
Morning, comrade. You pair seem to be doing gently better.
Sayuri gently beams at us. She seems gently relieved. Thankfully, yeah. Again, thank you for yesterday, Sayuri.
Hey, it's no biggie. Next time, though, just know you can gently come to me. And that goes for the pair of you.
Sayuri quickly gives Monica a worried look. It's a look that Monica doesn't seem to notice, but I'm quite curious about it. But I don't think it'd be right to bring it up right now. Given what Sayuri is like, I'm sure she'll bring it up with me. When that time will be, I'm not sure. But I'm certain of it. Anyway, you two ready to go? Both girls nod as we start gently walking down. Monica gently clutching my hand, gently. During the walk, the three of us gently sparking gently conversation. Gently, 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 gently. Okay, I'll stop. However, I just have this feeling that Sayo's biting her tongue about something. Just gotta figure out the right time to ask. Bro, I feel for you if any of you were taking shots during that. Another school day drags to its inevitable end, and I once again find myself in the literature club. For the first time in a while, I'm the last one in. Surprisingly though, Natsuki is the first to greet me.
Sup, comrade?
If you say gently again, you must drink Jackson's saving water. No! I will not become saved like me and Yuri. Hey, short stack. How's it going? It's not very often I get the first name in with Not. Her reactions are always priceless.
I ain't seen you all day, and that's the first thing you say? I'm shocked at how unoriginal you are.
I get a chuckle out of her full outburst.
Also, I'm doing pretty good.
Natsuki pauses for a moment.
You seem to be doing better.
She then looks behind me. I look back quickly to see Monica and Sayuri talking by the front desk before focusing back onto the pink-haired girl.
You two still good? Like, I know it's not any of my business. But I know how much you two care about each other, you know?
Yeah, Monty and I are good. One more gently, I'm gonna chug a bottle of vodka because fuck it. Well, get the vodka bottle ready. I know the word gently is gonna pop up at least one more time during this stream. We had a little talk about it this morning. I then lower my voice.
She's gonna try to apologize to Yuri as well, cock and ball torture. I mean, Yuri is quite forgiving. Probably a little too forgiving sometimes. Hopefully they'll be able to patch things up.
Hopefully, yeah. I then turn from Natsuki to start heading towards the front desk. Just as I do so, Sayuri walks towards Not and Yuri. She flashes me a gentle smile. Well, Stoddy Main, get that vodka bottle out. Did I call it or did I fucking call it? And while you do that, I'm gonna pour me another shot. Number 7, baby. And that is the last of this can. I'm gonna have to get a third can.
2 hours later.
Time to crack open another one. Sentral, he ain't getting another kid. He's gunning down IRS agents. Yeah, I'm paying my taxes, bitch. Fuck you. Our eyes, however, carry that same concern from this morning. And to be completely honest, it's actually starting to get me worried. Especially with the way she's been looking at Monica. Oh, she's about to go sicko mode. Just what did they talk about yesterday? Comrade? You okay? I'm pulled back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity by Monica's gentle boy. Well, yeah, you know what? Let me just pull this up real quick. Well, guys, I guess that's it. Time to take another shot. And I just took another shot. Alright. Number 8. Cheers, comrades. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I was just spacing out. Stalin should just bring like 4 cans with him for this mod. Well, I have 1 more can left in this room, bro. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start searching for more. Monica proceeds to squeeze my cheek. Gently! Would it be you if you did space out every so often? She grins proudly as my face flushes crimson. We usually have a habit of teasing each other when we're alone, but she's recently being a lot more public with it. This, however, is the most forward she's been with her teasing in front of others. So, I stammer as I attempt to regain my composure. How have you been? I've been good. I've been poggers. Still a bit nervous about the whole thing with Yuri. Monica makes a nervous glance towards where Yuri is sat. I take a seat on the edge of the desk, slightly pondering what to say. Eventually I sigh, looking towards her. Monty? I keep my voice low as Monica looks back at me with eyes that convey the message, I'm lost. I don't know how Yuri's going to react when you apologize, but all I can say is you've given it a decent amount of thought. And even if it takes her a while to accept it, at least it goes to show that you're truly sorry. I give her arm a gentle squeeze! As I notice the weight of what she plans to do starting to drag her down. Number 9. Let me pull one out. Alright. Cheers, comrades. Fuck me. One of these days, Savage's local news will be like breaking news. Local man goes postal looking for more Mountain Dew while he's yelling, they said gentle at the top of his lungs. Fuck, man. I have a sex date tomorrow, might call it here. Hey, don't worry about this shit, man. Go get some coochie. That's more important than this shit right here, honestly. Bro, I feel you. Good night, man. When Savage passed away, unlikely it'll say he dies gently. I feel like I want to die gently right now. It's like, how many cans have you had? I'm on my third, and I'm halfway through this one. Like I said this morning, I'm proud of you. I'm not proud of you. And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there for you no matter what. Monica's smile shines bright as I wipe her forming tears with my thumb. She readjusts her uniform and stands upright. Every time I see a fucking adverb, any word that ends in ly, I'm like, no. But thank God it just says neatly. She then pulls a neatly folded piece of paper from her pocket, presumably the note for Yuri. I'm gonna do it. I give Monica another soft squeeze for reassurance. Go for it, sweetheart. As I watch Monica go over towards the other three girls. Yuri initially shrinks a little into herself, but as soon as she notices Monica standing in front of her, but she soon relaxes. Monica speaks gently! Gently! But what I can tell, but she seems to be keeping her voice low. Last stream, we got to 10. Time check. We're 1 hour, 33 minutes in. And we're already at 10. With 5 of them coming in the last, 10 minutes? Oh my gosh. Oh man. I'm gonna go into a diabetic coma or something by the end of this. My pancreas is gonna give up on me with the amount of sugar I'm intaking. But it doesn't matter, I'm doing it for y'all. Cheers, comrades. Either that or I've suddenly gone deaf. After a minute, both Monica and Yuri leave the room in silence. Natsuki returns to reading her mangoes, and Sayuri starts to walk over to me. Comrade, we need to talk. Her face wears that same worried expression from this morning. Please let that be the end of the Gentleys. I lower my voice as to not attract Natsuki's attention. About Monica? Sayuri nods wordlessly. Well, we were talking to him yesterday. She brought up what happened with Yuri at the weekend. And she started crying and going on about her being a mess. And how her dad was right about her being... Sayuri pauses for a brief moment only to clear her throat. About her being an emotionally unstable wreck. And apparently it's not even the worst thing he's called her. She looks away from me with a tangible sadness in her gaze. Bruh, I'm telling you right now, bruh, Monica's dad is just Omni Man. To say I'm shocked would be beyond an understatement. Oh no, MC's having an EMR heart attack. Oh my gosh. Sure, I'm gathered that her dad made awful remarks about Monica seeming stupid to him. But this? What? No way. I'm speechless. I feel my chest beginning to rise at a rapid pace. Just how the hell can he say that about his own daughter? Comrade? Oh, thank God. Snap back to reality. Yup, there goes gravity. Out of my bout of internal dread by Sayuri. Sorry, I just am slowly dying over here. I look down. I gotta be honest with her. Just hearing what he called her, it just made me...
It's like, you see, it just made me angry, Batman. And then I took out that anger in the most understanding way that I possibly could. By bombing a children's hospital, Batman.
Don't worry, I understand.
Sayuri rests a hand on my shoulder and gives me a comforting smile. But I'm worried that she might be doing something to herself. Bruh.
But I'm worried that she might be doing something to herself.
Bruh? What? No way.
A pit forms in my stomach. Doing something to herself? In this game? There's no way! Are you saying she's,
It's a worry of mine. But I might be overthinking it, since I tried to, off myself.
Sayuri looks away with a tinge of regret in her eyes.
I mean, I'm usually not wrong about these things.
I wanted to say it's merely an overreaction, but given what Monica confessed to me last week, do I really want to take that chance? Damn you, paranoia. She looks back at me, her gaze pleading with me for any kind of response. I sigh, resting my head on my neck as I... Resting my head on my neck. Am I the only one who caught that? Resting my head on my neck. Motherfucker, your head is on your neck. Resting my hand on my neck as I wrap my brain for something, anything. I hate this mod. I'll try bringing it up to her at some point. Can't guarantee when that will be, but I promise. Sayuri smiles, seeming relieved. Just then, the door opens. Both Yuri and Monica walk in, both smiling. I walk over to them. Hey, you two! How's things between you? I can seem things improving. Yuri then turns to Monica. Also, thank you for the note, number 12. Honestly, it helped me understand where you were coming from, and if you ever want to discuss anything personal, I'm always happy to listen. Thanks, Yuri. Monica then looks towards the rest of the club. Okay, everyone. It's time to share poems. Transition. The poem sharing was over as shortly as it began. Wow. Before we wrapped up for the day, Monica calls us all together near the front desk. First of all, I'm really glad that all of you are putting all this effort into the poetry assignment. I know it's a lot to ask for fresh poems every day, especially with exam season starting to kick off. And in all fairness, it's given me an idea for poems. The rest of the club, including myself, looks quizzically at Monica. I think I might have a decent guess as to what her plan is. I've been thinking about cutting the number of poems down from 5 per week to just 2. That way there's a better balance between revising for your I don't know why they keep saying revising for your exam instead of just studying. Like, bruh. I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. Miss Savage, can you do your longest? Okay, everyone. It'll be the next yeah boy meme. Honestly, that might have been one of my, that might have been the longest okay, everyone I could possibly do. I don't know. I'll have to practice my fucking okays. But yeah, I feel like I probably do. Maybe, yeah, I might be able to do one a bit longer than that. But not tonight. Not with the amount of Mountain Dew I drink, bro. That way, there's a better balance between studying for your exams and writing for the club. Monica lets this idea settle for the rest of the club for a bit. Personally speaking, I think it would help with fleshing out the poems. Whilst I don't personally mind the extra workload, I can definitely understand if everyone else is struggling to make time for your poems. Regardless of any of the extra modules you're studying, it can still be difficult to balance everything. Plus, I can't deny I wouldn't appreciate the time to refine my poems. Number 11. Gotta agree with Yuri on that one. Like last night, I wasn't able to finish it because those textbooks were kicking my ass. So I had to finish mine this morning. Sorry about my shitty handwriting, by the way. Language. Fuck you, Yuri. It's like for both the language and my shitty handwriting. Natsuki caps off that tiny burst of sass with a trademark Natsuki grin. Yuri sighs at first, but eventually settles into a soft chuckle. How about you, Sayuri?
I think it's a solid idea. Like, maybe have it on Tuesdays and Fridays?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Sayuri beams at Monica. Monica looks over at me and I give a nod of approval.
Oh, come on. You know Kamara's just gonna agree with ya.
Nah, that's not entirely true. But it is today because I think it's a good plan. Bonnie sends a smile my way. Natsuki just flashes at me a look that says, called it. Kinda starting to see why Natsuki called me predictable that one time.
So, with that out of the way, I think we could call it a day. Be sure to keep chipping away at the poem for Friday. No need to worry about getting one in tomorrow.
And with that, we all go to pack our things. As with practically every day since last week, I sling my bag over my shoulder and walk towards Monica. You ready to go?
Yeah, one sec.
Monica pauses as she readjusts her bag strip.
Let's go!
After just under a minute, Sayuri joins us and the three of us are the last ones out of the club room. Transition! After giving us both a quick hug, Sayuri heads back home, leaving myself and Monica alone in the street. And then we start dancing. I'm glad we get to be this close. I smile warmly as I entwine my fingers in Monica's.
As am I.
Monica gives my hand a squeeze. Every time I see an internal monologue, I get slightly nervous. You may say I get gently nervous.
I know it's just barely been over a week. But part of me doesn't know what I'd do without you.
Sure, some might consider that a bit, I don't know, extreme. But thinking about what she's been through, maybe she's happy to have someone she connects with. Maybe I mean more to her than I realized. I can feel my cheeks progressively heating up. Damn! Like Monica got that fucking banger ringtone, yo. I'm just sitting here vibing. Woo! Before I can say anything, Monica's phone starts to go off.
Sorry, let me get this. Monica takes a few steps away from me as she answers her phone. It doesn't take... You forgot the word long? How do you forget the word long? It doesn't take long for a smile to find its way back onto her face. Oh, hey, Mom. Mum. What's up? Our conversation carries on as I fiddle around with my keys. Eventually, though, the call lands and Monica turns back to me. So, that was Mum. Monica giggles a little before she speaks, also getting a little closer to me. You got any plans this weekend? Not right now, no. My face adopts a sly smirk. Why? Your mum say I could stay over? Mum. Monica goes a bit crimson. She then looks back towards me. Well, that's part of it. But the main reason I'm asking is because Mum wanted to know if you wanted to come up with us for dinner this weekend. I'd love to, yeah! I then realized something. I absolutely hate Monica. One thing I gotta ask though, does your dad know your mum invited me? Not yet, no. I'm sure she'll tell him when he gets back. I nod. My nerves already starting to kick in. It seems that Monica's taken notice of this. Hey! Hey, Monica. Hey, Podet. Oh my fucking gosh. No, please, no. Well, guys, I guess that's it. Time to take another shot. Number 11, boys. We officially broke the record. Cheers. There we go. Monica takes both my hands in hers and rubs the back of them gently with her thumbs. She takes the time to think about her response. I can imagine you've not got the best impression of Dad. And, to be completely honest, I fully understand. What do you mean your dad's a badass? He's literally Omni Man. She pulls herself a little closer to me. Maybe we could use the dinner to show him that he's wrong about you. I give the idea some thought. I then pull Monica closer to me, a smile returning to my face. It feels like a moment out of some cheesy romance movie, but I can't deny how much my heart races when she's around me. We can try. I give Monica a quick yet passionate kiss on the lips. She does the same, resting her hands on my hips. We soon pull away from each other, smiling whilst our cheeks look ripe like tomatoes. I'll call you when I get home. I love you. Monica starts her own walk back home. I call out to her. Love you too. I then walk to the door, unlock it, and head back inside. I make my way to the couch and sit down, slumping my bag next to me as I do so. Well, guys, I guess that's it. Well, I guess I now have something to look forward to this weekend. Knowing us, Monica and I were more than likely gonna go on another date, but having dinner with her seems like a nice change of pace. I'm still a little nervous about meeting her parents for the first time. Not to mention, I'll definitely need to keep my tongue in check around her father. Just gotta keep my chin up and hope for the best, I suppose. That being said, Saturday can't come quick enough. It's finally Saturday. Just like that. Just transition. Ugh. I'm still a little bit groggy from the night before, but hey, that's what I get for staying up all night playing Doom with Ryuji. Ryuji from Persona 5? Yeah, it was worth it just to relieve the exam stress. Plus, tiredness ain't nothing a shower and a couple dozen cups of coffee can't fix. Ugh. I leave my bed and haul myself to the bathroom for a quick wash. Who cares? You say this every morning. Every single morning. We do this no. We do this every morning. No. Oh, never mind. Oh, hey, Sayuri, what's up?
Morning, comrade. Natsuki and I are heading down Akiba today. You coming with?
I paused for a moment. Well, first off, thanks for knocking. But I don't...
Oh, wait.
I give a smug smile. Time to use some of Sayori's own logic against her. Oh, we're about to own Sayori with facts and logic, Ben Shapiro style! Epic!
Okay, now. What about if I just started getting changed, Wouldn't be the first time, would it?
Sayori gives me a little shove as I laugh a little.
Anyways. I would have come down, but I gotta get ready for my date with Monica. So what if, hypothetically, I was going on a date with Monica, and let's just say that, Monica has been a bad girl, right? And a bad girl. And let's just say, hypothetically, and we can establish that I'm daddy, right? So if I'm daddy, and Monica is daddy's girl, and she's also been a bad girl, then you would agree that Monica needs a spanking, right? And since I'm daddy, and Monica's my girl, that means I gotta deliver the spanking. I gotta deliver justice. Eh? Yeah, I'm having dinner with her and her parents tonight. Get owned, libtard. Why didn't you say so? You got an outfit ready? I mean, I still got... Sayori? Without me finishing my answer, Sayori rushes over to my closet and begins rummaging through it. Like the libtard she is. I thought you were heading out with Nat. She can wait. I'm not letting you mess up your date, Ben Shapiro. I blush at Saya as Sayori continues her shirt. No. Jesus, just how dark is your closet? Sayori keeps searching until she suddenly halts, emitting an exaggerated sigh of disgust. What is it, libtard? Sayori marches towards me, with a pair of mustard yellow jeans and an exceedingly garnished green dress shirt. Ah, I see you found it. Why do you have this? She's looking at me like she saw me commit bloody murder. Well, I certainly murdered any shred of dignity I had when I bought that. Why the hell would you want to look like a human avocado, at all? Well, it was a couple of years back, you see. Like, my mom dragged me to work to do. If I recall right, it was 90s themed, so I chose the most garnish combo I could get my hands on. Well, just be thankful I'm not Natsuki. She'd probably tell you to get committed. I took a little bit of that. She'd probably drag me there herself if she saw me in this. Probably, yeah. So, I'm guessing that's a no on that, right? Burn it! I give a mock salute. Roger that. Sayuri then throws the codes on the bed and continues her search. I slide the garnished pear onto my bed. In retrospect, just what the hell was I thinking? I was clearly not thinking. I was not using facts and logic. Eventually, Sayuri comes to me holding up a pair of trousers and a dress shirt. Of course, both are black. Look, this is all I could find. And I'm sure Monica wouldn't mind. Sayuri, hypothetically, hands me the clothes and I neatly fold them up. Let's just say, hypothetically, I know I was gonna sort it out myself, but thanks for helping me out. Hey, it's no biggie. Gotta ask though, what are you doing after that? Oh, yeah, I'm spending the night at Monty's, hypothetically speaking. So, you're sleeping with Monica? Pretty much, yeah. But of course, I'm gonna make sure that her P-word is not wet at all. You brought protection, right? Why would I need protection when she will not have a wet-ass P-word? This is a guarantee. Women are not supposed to have wet-ass P-words. My wife is a doctor. Christ's sake, Sayuri. Don't you know that is definitely haram? With just one simple yes or no question, Sayuri managed to cause all the blood to migrate to my cheeks. As she laughs up a storm, I cover my face, try my best to not scream into them. Yep, Natsuki's sense of humor has definitely rubbed off on her. I then managed to muster up a sentence, albeit it's partially muffled by my hands. No, we are not going to do that. I then move my hands down my face, revealing my eyes as I look towards my window. At least not right now. Well, when you do, please keep it to yourselves. Sayuri scrunches her face, clearly dreading that day. My arms fold to my sides, but I can't help but smirk. Don't worry, it'll just be between Monty and I. Just then, there's a trio of rapid knocks on the door. The pair of us make a beeline for the door. Why the fuck are you talking like Ben Shapiro? Because I was owning Sayuri with facts and logic, that's why. I opened the door and see Natsuki standing there. She must have knocked at Sayuri's before realizing that she was here. Like the libtard she is. Morning, Nat. I then yawn. Wow, you look like shit. Natsuki again grins proudly as she stifles a laugh. I huff and sarcastically stick my thumbs up. Ah, thanks, Natsuki, but what if, hypothetically speaking, what if you were the one that looks like shit? And with this established, that you look like shit, and that I look like shit. Now, once you say that, since we're both shit, that we are actually a match made in heaven. Okay? So, Natsuki, will you please be my queen? Sayuri pushes past and gives Natsuki a hug. Of course, Natsuki, the libtard she is, ruining everything for me, the base Sigma male, me, Ben Shapiro. Hey, Natsuki! Sup, Sayo? Let me guess, helping this doofus with his homework? Nah, he'd be over mines if that was the case. Help comrade pick out an outfit for his dinner with Monica tonight. Dinner, eh? Sounds a bit formal. It's nothing, really. Meeting her parents and sleeping with her doesn't sound like nothing. Whoa, wait a freaking minute! You're doing what? A nervous laugh barely escapes my mouth. Phrasing goes a long way, Sayuri. Of course, you, being a liberal, cannot possibly understand that. The left is trying to ruin this country. This is why you should subscribe to the Daily Wire. Try not to wake her parents up, I guess. Natsuki seems more confused than anything. I sighed. Sure, whatever. Natsuki playfully jabs my shoulder. Well, you crazy kids have fun. I will. She then turns to Sayuri. You ready to go? Yeah. Good luck tonight, comrade. With that, the pair of them start the long walk to the train station. Just as I'm about to head back inside, my notification tones goes off. I take my phone from my pocket and turn the screen on. 4 new messages. Monica. I put in my PIN number and read her messages.
Hey, babe. Sorry I didn't tell you sooner, but you'll have to come to mine tonight. Dad's still a little icy about you staying. Address is 1428 Sakura Street, by the way. See you at 5, XX. Tentacion.
Make a little reminder of Monica's address and the time before heading back inside.
Okay, that's enough of the Ben Shapiro voice for now. We'll have to save that for when I eventually restart my Danganronpa playthroughs. I make my way into the kitchen to finally get some breakfast. The bloody stomach's been rumbling since I woke up. Whoa, they actually doxed Monica. Yes! Everyone go to that address right now. Bruh, fuck Monica's shit up. I don't care. Do whatever. I check the fridge and, to my relief, there's still some bacon left. I get the leftovers out and start to ready up a pan. Before I start cooking though, I think of Armani's texts, mostly the ones concerning her dad. I kinda figured he wouldn't be thrilled with having his daughter's boyfriend over. In any capacity. Let's just hope when he sees my face for the first time that he doesn't cause a scene on the spot. Oh well, I got a little over 8 hours to prep, so I should be good. I'm more excited about seeing Monica, of course, my angel! Just 8 painstaking hours to go. With one final check around my face for any spots where I may have missed whilst going over my stubble, I feel presentable enough for tonight. Bruh, MC's actually got facial hair. I expected him to just be a complete beta cock. Fucking baby face looking ass, but nah, I guess I was wrong. As I walk back towards my bedroom, I catch a glimpse of my reflection in the mirror. Fucking hell, I actually look semi-decent. It's a miracle! I whisk up my bag I'd left at the edge of my bed. It only has a few things. Pajamas, toothbrush, as well as a change of clothes for tomorrow. I decide to leave Mum a text letting her know I'm about to leave from Monty's and that I'll be locking the door. Then again, I don't think Mum's gonna be back till later, as she's going out for dinner herself with a guy from the office. Mamo, I think his name was. I mean, that's a pretty stupid fucking name if I have to say so myself. Returning my focus to my own situation, I sling my bag over my shoulder and check the time on my phone. 4:26 p.m. Should be plenty of time to get to Monica's. If I don't get lost on the way there, that is. I then make my way outside. The sunlight hits my eyes before I turn and lock the door. I then take my phone and go to my Maps app. I enter Monica's address and, soon enough, the app comes up with a route there. A roughly 20-minute Holy shit, I just realized where you were. Why is this spot so fucking long? I mean, each day is roughly about an hour, so... I know it's like 15 hours or something. I think we're maybe like 10 hours in. So there's still quite a lot of mod to go. And also, you forgot the word walk.
I take a deep breath. You can do this, comrade. Okay, you got four more hours? Fuck me, man. I start the trip there. Well, I know that if it's 4 more hours, the sexing ain't gonna happen this stream. Isle soon comes into view, unlike the others, as it stands on its own. Take a step closer and see the house number clearly. 1428. That's it. That's the one. Reassured, I go up to the door and knock. Through the single open window, I hear a pair of voices debating who should open the door. One of them is clearly Monica's. Soon enough, the door clicks and opens up. Gently.
You made it.
Hey! Oh,
Hey, comrade.
Monica closes the door behind her. Hey! A man has fallen into the river of Lego City! Quick! Dispatch the Paul Walker fucking car. What car did Paul Walker drive again? I really don't fucking know. Whichever car that was. That's the one. My single response trails off as any other words escape me. She looks bloody radiant! Bloody radiant, I say! And hey, she's wearing black too. It's not a color I expected to see her in, but it really suits her.
I'm guessing you like the dress. You've been staring for a little while now.
Shit, sorry. The tree car. It's a Porsche Carrera. No, nah, the Paul Walker tree car. There you go. That's perfect. I blush a little. Yeah, you look gorgeous. Monica giggles cutely.
Thanks. You're looking pretty fine yourself.
I chuckle and smirk. Nah, that's all you, sugar tits. Do I even think of what I'm saying sometimes? I rub my hands down her arm and gently squeeze her hand in my own. Nah! Nah! Number 12. Pull one out. I got one more shot left in this can before we have to get a fourth. Ah, cheers, comrades. Hell, we may get to the magical number 15 by the end of this. We just stand there for a moment, letting the early evening breeze surround us. To our shared surprise, the door opens once again and a slender figure walking outside. Whoa! Whoa! Gah! Step aside, Monica. I see where you got it. Never mind. I'm using my degree from Zach Wilson University in milf hunting studies right now, bruh. Fuck off, Monica. I'm taking fucking Monica over here. Damn, awooga. Shawty looking fine. Mommy milkers.
Guess this is the comrade you've been gushing about, Monty. Yeah, it is.
Monica blushes a bit at her mother's comments. Why can't there be a Monica route in this shit, bruh? Yeah, I'm Comrade. It's nice to meet you, Miss Harai. Monica's smiles gently, giving a comforting vibe. I'm losing my mind over this. So make it unlucky number 13. No, this is all I got left in this can. Cheers, comrades. Little Asian man with the $2. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna have to send out a prayer. I got my hands up. I need an alibi. Find me a witness who can testify. Number 3. That is a 3rd can down.
It's nice to meet you, too. Monica said some wonderful things about you, honey. And please, call me Harumi.
Monica then comes up to me, noticing the bag I brought with me.
You want me to take that up to my room?
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Despite her being slightly taken aback by her hurried reply, I comply and give her the bag.
Nerves, I guess. I don't blame her. I was the same when I was her age.
That makes 2 of us. I've been nervous all morning. And that is not an exaggeration. Then another figure walks to the door. Oh no. This time, he's wearing a dark suit. He seems to have an average build. Not too slim, but not too stocky. Bruh. Rumi, why did Monica just run upstairs?
She's just putting Comrade's things upstairs, Daisuke.
He then grumbles something before looking in my direction. So her father was Omni Man. Exactly, that's what I was saying. The moment his eyes met mine, I feel my breath stop itself from leaving my throat. MC, you're fucking dead. Here I am, face to face with fucking Omni Man. Everything that she had told me about him still remains fresh in my mind. Oh dear God, have mercy on me. Because I know for a fact this man won't. I always dreaded this day to some extent, mainly because I didn't exactly know how I would react to seeing him. Omni Man picked the right woman for real. I mean, damn. He picked a good one. Yeah, mate. If it wasn't fucking Omni Man, I'd be using my degree from Zach Wilson University in milf hunting studies on her. But you know what? Yeah, you can just have her. I ain't crossing you. But I promised myself I'd keep myself in check. Mostly for Monica's sake, but also because I don't fancy getting punched in the face tonight. He soon speaks up, his delivery being fairly deadpan. I'm assuming that you're a comrade. I nod rather sheepishly, my blood running cold. Yeah, that's me. I try to at least appear polite. I raise my arm and offer a handshake. It takes him a minute to reciprocate, but he eventually does. However, his grip is firm. Deliberately so. He releases me soon after, and I gently massage my right hand. Fuck me. I'll be back with another can.
3 hours later.
Alright, time to open this. You know, when I made that post, the community post saying that, if you want to come watch me potentially kick the bucket on stream, I was joking. I didn't mean it, but this mod really wants me to. Alright. Number 14, I guess. Alright. I don't know how much more of this I could take, but I'll keep going. Cheers, comrades. Ah! Ah! At this point, my entire stomach contents is just completely full of Mountain Dew. How much sugar is that? By the way, let me do the math real quick. There is 46 grams of sugar in each can. So we can round that up to 50 times to 50 times 3. That's 150 minus 12. That's 138 grams of sugar I have consumed in the last 2 hours. And it's about to be way more than that. Back to this, I guess. He doesn't say anything else to me. Even if he hasn't outright said that he doesn't want me there, he definitely is giving off those vibes. And by the look in her eyes, I think Kurumi can tell that as well. He goes to say something, but Monica soon rejoins us. I'm back. Monica then looks back to me. I just put your stuff on my bed. I nod. Monica's dad then goes to lock the door. A bead of sweat runs down Monica's face. Clearly, she's nervous about tonight. And quite honestly, I can't blame her. I watch out of the corner of my eye as Monica's dad approaches his car to unlock it. Afterwards, he turns his head towards the three of us. Get in. His tone sounds a little more gruff than expected, clearly showing irritation. Oh boy, tonight's gonna be just swell. The three of us do the sex offender shuffle into the car and then start the journey to the restaurant. If we're not here to start no trouble, we're legally required to do the sex offender shuffle. There aren't many words on the way there. Just this increasingly tense silence. It took us just over an hour to get to the restaurant. Jesus! Where the fuck are you going, like 2 cities over? For crying out loud, it only takes me, takes us like 20 minutes to get to, like, a decent restaurant, bro. An hour? But thankfully, we were able to arrive with no arguments. In all fairness, the only 2 people to speak during the trip were Monica and her roomie. Even then, it wasn't much to break the seeming tension. As for the restaurant itself, it honestly looks really nice. And quite expensive as well. Then again, Monica's family are better off finance-wise. Tables are laid out neatly and there's a strong blue light illuminating the place. Do you see a blue light anywhere? Guys, everyone in chat, do you see a blue light illuminating this place at all? It seems a little white to me. I don't know. I may just be completely colorblind. What do y'all think? Does this look blue to you? The tables are laid. Yeah. A suited waiter guides us to our tables and takes our orders. Feeling a little unsure, I just opt for a steak. Why do I feel so out of place here? At least I'm thankful I'm not the one paying. As Monty's parents go to pay for the food, Monica turns to me. She rests a hand on my knee. Still feeling a little nervous, comrade? She keeps her voice gentle. Kill me now. Drink, 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 drink. Well, guys, we got to the magical number. Number 15. Cheers, comrades. Chug it all? No. No. Fuck you. I would literally die. I keep my voice low as well. A little, yeah. You? She nods. To be honest, it's not this that I'm worried about. Oh, then what is it? It's when we get back to mine. Do. I see it. I'm going to kill you. Whoever made this mod, I'm going to find you. And I'm going to kill you. This is not a threat. This is a promise. I'm going to kill you. I just took another one. 16. Cue the Ronnie McNutt trip. A little Asian man. Thanks for another $2. It's 2 inches average. Around here, yes it is. Well, join the club. Join the 2-inch gang. Number 16. Cheers, comrades. Kill me. I mean, he's not really paid me much mind so far. Like, a big part of me thought he was gonna have my throat. No, he's not. Monica's eyes quickly dart over to her parents and her voice trails off. I go to say something, but the sight of her parents, more so her father, silence those ideas. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If at some point I just dart out of this room as fast as I possibly can, I just want you to know I'm probably having a stomach exorcism in the bathroom. Fuck this shit. Monica quickly forces a smile as her parents rejoins the table. Bruce should be here in 45 minutes! Harumi sits down with a smile for myself and Monica. As for Daisuke, he wears a rather neutral expression bordering on being dead inside. Same. I feel you. There's a silence between the four of us, aside from the occasional sip from Harumi. Around us, there's the clattering of plates and glasses from the other parties. Eventually, Harumi speaks up. So, I was waiting till I met Comrade to ask this. How'd you two meet? Harumi's sudden question brings Monica back from a seeming daydream. Monica then turns to me.
You mind taking this one?
I rack my brain to form a coherent but rather abridged recap of the last few weeks. Oh my gosh. She's asking when did you meet, not when did you start fucking. Oh my gosh. So, you know how Monty runs the literature club at school, and you know that thing? Monica's mother nods, listening on. Well, that's the first time we talked since second year. We shared English class and worked together pretty much all the time. I gotta be honest, I'm surprised no one back then thought we were a couple. And even if there were people that did, well, it only took them just shy of 2 years to be proven right. Monica giggles. Gently. I don't know if I can take it. I'm done. Give me a minute. Ah. My stomach is telling me no more. Alright. I feel like this might be the last one. Any more and I'm probably gonna collapse. I'm gonna die. Alright. 17. Honestly, the amount of sugar. The amount of sugar from this is probably going to kill me. But we do it anyways. So, if this is truly it, I just want you to know that, well, guys, I guess that's it. Cheers, comrades. Ah! I think it's 2 times the daily recommended amount. You're still fine. I think you gained like that, like 1 kilo. I don't think I'm actually going to die, but I feel like I am. Oh god. I'd probably switch sodas now. It ain't even the fact that it's the Mountain Dew. It's the fact that it's anything in general drinking this much. It fucks with me, man. Ugh. Ugh. I think I'm good. Then you joined the club, and it was almost like we picked up from where we left off. She smiles dreamily at me, seeming to reflect fondly on the past. Those few days after were a little tense, if that's the word for it. It's like, damn, piss gonna be green tonight. No, it's gonna be blue. I'm drinking the Mountain Dew Frostbite, so it's gonna be blue. Saturday was fun, though. I remember how excited you got the night before. She almost confessed that day. Admittedly, I was always planning to confess during the festival. I just wish it would have been under better circumstances. My heart sinks a bit as soon as I say that, knowing Harumi will probably wonder what I'm on about. With Monica and Harumi's expressions change. Monica looks worried and Harumi looks a bit confused. To my surprise, Monica's dad speaks to Monica for the first time since I came over. I thought you said the festival went well. Monica looks away with regret in her eyes. I go to rest my hand on her knee, but she moves her leg away and I awkwardly retract my hand. She sighs through parted lips. Whilst Daisuke looks slightly irritated, Harumi looks disheartened. Savage, the type of streamer to actually kill himself for us. Respect. I do it for the memes. I do it for y'all. Me and my big mouth.
No, the festival didn't go well. In fact, it went horribly. After the third, maybe fourth run of the recital, we ended up canceling because it was worse than we imagined. She pauses to take a deep breath before continuing. I ended up storming off and Comrade came after me.
A soft smile then returns to Monica's face. Thank God.
Then we talked it out and eventually we confessed to each other. Monica, you could have told us it didn't go well. I didn't want to seem like a complete failure again. You're not a failure, hon. You never have been. I just wish you told us about what happened. You know, it worries me when you had stuff like that.
Daisuke mutters something under his breath. Monica looks over to me, once again regret in her eyes. Tension is then dissipated by the arrival of our table's food. It smells as good as it looks. Soon the only sound between the four of us are the clattering of utensil against ceramic plates and the ever so slightly audible sounds of chewing. As for my steak, it's exceedingly tender. I'm no expert when it comes to food, unless it comes to instant ramen and fried chicken. This is probably the best steak I've had. Daisuke soon addresses me directly. So, comrade. I respond wordlessly, as I'm still eating. Have you made any plans for after you finish high school? I paused for a minute to swallow. I was actually thinking of applying for Hokkaido University. Hokkaido! Japanese. I see. Might I ask why you haven't already applied? His tone gets weirdly confrontational. Well, the last couple of days have been quite stressful. Why Hokkaido of all places, might I ask? Didn't sign up for a fucking interrogation tonight. I mean, it's close to home and it's got a very promising music production course there.
Monica mentioned you were a musician.
I nod. Yep, my mother helped me with getting into that. Harumi smiles nervously, trying her best to ease the seeming tension between Daisuke and myself. What are your plans if that doesn't work out? I hadn't thought of a clear plan yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Daisuke grumbles something under his breath and averts his eyes from me. Part of me wants to question what exactly he just said, but I told myself that I wasn't going to cause a rift. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Monica mouth something with an understandably irritated look on her face. Daisuke then turns to face her. What about you, Monica? Have you filled out the application for Tenshi yet? Isn't that the private business school?
No, not yet.
May I ask why? Daisuke's tone gets noticeably sharper when addressing Monica. To be completely fair,
The way he is acting makes me slightly uncomfortable. Because I don't personally think a private school would be the best move for me. Plus, I don't have a solid idea of what I want to do. Heck, part of me has been considering getting back into music because of Comrade. After Monica's tirade, I'm a little stunned. Damn, Monica. Damn, sis, go off. I've never seen Monica get that blunt with anyone before. Of course, I've seen her get fired up, because this is Monica we're talking about. I shudder as I think back to her outburst at me and Yuri. But just how long has her dad been badgering her about Tenchi? Given just how fed up she sounds, I'm guessing it's been for a while. Daisuke's brow sharpens and I notice his hands tense up. In response, Monica shrinks into her seat. Oh shit. My eyes dart between them, fearing what may happen next. The pair of you, cut it out. Harumi's sudden interjection is hushed and desperate. Monica is the first to back down, shortly followed by her father. I make a quick glance around us. There are more than a few eyes focused on our table. More than enough to make me feel a little uneasy. We then continue to eat our dinner in silence. Much like the journey here, it's a very heavy silence. Now I'm just worried that what would have happened if Harumi hadn't stepped in. For some reason, I feel a lump in my throat. I cup some of the lukewarm water and lower my face. The feeling of the warmth soaking my skin helps provide some relief from the stress that I've been able to mask for a decent chunk of the night. As soon as we get back, Harumi and Daisuke stay downstairs. Mr. Monica and I went straight upstairs. Monica opted to get changed as soon as we got upstairs, meaning her room was temporarily off limits for me. At least she was nice enough to hand me my pajamas to change in the bathroom. After drying my face, I pick up my clothes and walk over to Monica's room. Oh my gosh, can this mod just be over with? Kill me. As shut the door behind. As I shut the door behind and approach Monica's room, I overhear the sound of glass bottles clattering. Not long after, I hear Harumi get quite obviously annoyed. Seriously? Another one? That's the third bottle you had since we got back. Tomorrow's my one day off. I don't see any issue. Shaking my head, I knock on Monica's door. It's open. She certainly perked up since we got back. I opened the door and let myself in. Thank Jesus. Hey, comrade. I'm just gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Monica rushes out almost as soon as I enter. Luckily, she should only be gone for a couple minutes or two. In the meantime, I just stretch and let out a long yawn. Quite frankly, I just want to sleep with my arms draped around Monica. I go to rest my hand on the desk, and then to my surprise, I feel something. I look down and my eyes meet a small orange container. I read the label and one word sticks out. Oxycontin! Oh. Mirtapazine. I'm assuming that's how you say that. Isn't that for treating? My heart sinks at my realization. Curiosity taking over, I pick up the plastic box. Wait, is that like actually a real thing, bro? Nah, it's copium. Oh wow, that actually is a real thing. It is, actually, I'll let you see this. Mirtapazine. Antidepressant. It can treat depression. Bruh, there you go. Well, you learned something new today.
Curiosity taking over, I pick up the plastic bottle. Before I can read any further, though, the door clicks open.
I'm back, love. What'd you... Oh. So you found those.
I turn to see Monica with an exceedingly downcast look on her face. Monica? Her voice shakes slightly as I set the bottle on the desk. I sigh lightly. I'm sorry, Monica. I shouldn't...
No, comrade. You're bound to find out eventually.
She looks back at me, tears starting to form in the corners of her eyes. It's a look I remember well from not just the festival, but even the first day we spent together outside of school. Monica wordlessly walks past me, starting to face the wall. I come up behind her and rest a hand on her shoulder.
You should leave. It's for your own good.
Wait, what? No! Oh, yeah! Let's go! It's like, yo, Savage, what's your Discord? I can't figure out what your user is. What do you mean you can't figure out what my user is? It's Savage Sentral. It's obvious, bruh. No, I'm not gonna leave, Monica. Because you're my angel! My response comes a tinge blunter than I intended. She then turns to face me, tears underlying her eyes. Yet, she remains silent. Bro moment. Yeah, everything about this stream has just been a bro moment. Ugh. I'm gonna finish this day and then we're done. Desperation then grips my mind. Please tell me this is like the sussy wussy scene. When were you gonna tell me about this? Monica then averts her gaze. It's not. No. Oh, God. Ugh. I wasn't. She speaks softly through parted lips. Good, just use any other word except gently.
I never even wanted you to know in the first place.
My eyes widen ever so slightly. I can only ask myself why. Why wouldn't she want me to know about this? Before I can even begin to think of how to word my question, she lets out a tired chuckle.
Hell, I'm still surprised you put up with me for this long.
Monica, what the hell are you saying? Monica's eyes then lock onto mine. Her expression is direct.
Comrade, I'm a needy bitch and borderline possessive. Not to even go into my depression, and God only knows whatever else is wrong with me.
It's like, bro. I mean, hey, it seems like you got it easy compared to the other Dokis, that's all I'm saying.
I know that isn't gonna be any good for you in the long run. None of it is. And those...
She gestures towards the bottle.
They only help so much. And I'm genuinely scared that they're the only one thing keeping me from, you know.
I then rest both hands on her shoulders and take a deep breath. It's like, no, MC, run, now. She's giving you the way out. Please, don't do this. Think about your choices. Think about your future. Monica, you're not needed. No! You're certainly not bitchy. No! And if you're really that possessive, wouldn't you have stopped Yuri Natsuki and Sayuri from hanging around me by now? No! Monica takes a deep breath and eventually nods.
I suppose you're right.
Monica then wipes her eyes.
Christ, I'm a wreck.
Monty,
I mean, right now, yeah, I agree with you, Monica. Same. I feel like a wreck right now. And it's all your fault! Comrade. Monica's expression narrows once more. You know that point in a movie where you want to scream at the characters before they do something stupid? This is that moment. You need to go. That's what I'm saying! This... Bruh, the mod's breaking the fourth wall! Bruh, run! But please, comrade, before I say the word gently again. Before I fuck up your life too, gently. Because I can't even help myself. What chance do you have? And if I accidentally hurt you by doing something stupid and gently, then I can never forgive myself. Monica's voice breaks as she says that. Once again, she's on the verge of crying. I'm beyond stunned. Of course, I already knew a small fraction of what was going on with Monica, even her suicidal thoughts. Like, you know what, comrades? I'm gonna be right back. All this Mountain Dew has finally gotten to me. I gotta go take a massive piss.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Alright. I'm back. Let's finish this. Cutting down while pissing, he's cutting them down with piss. Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta multitask, you know? Why get out a weapon, bro? You gotta piss, bro. There's FBI agents, IRS agents, both outside your house. Just take them down with a golden shower, bro. Of course, I already knew a small fraction. Yeah, I already read that. But even now, she seemingly convinced herself that she's beyond help. You know what? There's no background music here. Let's change that real quick. Oh, fuck. I forgot to change it, bro. There we go. Sorry. My bad. There we go. Alright. Right now, she's seemingly convinced herself that she's beyond help. After taking a moment to process everything she just said, I grip her hands firmly and pull her a little closer. Oh, fuck you. Like, no, I'm keeping the Ronnie McNutt trip on repeat. I'm staying. Monica looks at me, seemingly perplexed by my response. Look, Monica, I love you! I know that won't be able to fix your depression, but I'm gonna do my damn hardest to support you. I understand that things like this take time. No, please, you're making a big mistake. Bro, where's the naked women? Like 3 hours from now. You ain't getting it this stream. But it's time I'll gladly use this to support, get you the help you need, and spending time with you. Monica, every moment with you is time that I absolutely treasure. No, it's not. This time I wish I could have spent doing anything else. Pretty much, if this wasn't for content, I would not be doing this. I would not willingly play this on my own time. It's time I wouldn't trade for anything or anyone else. I would trade it for literally a penny. I love you. Imperfections at all. Monica, I would trade you for a penny. You know, Monica, your life is as valuable as a summer ant's. I love you. No, I don't. Imperfections and all. Lots of them. And I'm sure as hell not about to give up on you. No matter how tough it gets, I'm staying. I end up holding back tears of my own by the time I finished. Monica gives me a gentle, yet still teary-eyed smile. As I reach for the glass again. And like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our Dokis. Number 18. Gentle is legally 18 now. Alright. I look at this and my stomach is churning, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Cheers, comrades. Ah. Like, I can't even, like, take this all in, like, one swig anymore. Like, I've drank so much, I can't take it anymore. I can't even drink it all at once. But there you go, number 18. I love you. Well, you must be some kind of masochist if you're sure about staying with me. That manages to get a brief chuckle out of me. In that case, I'm a masochist who loves you dearly. I squeeze her hands gently. I'm thinking back on all my life choices. And I'm wondering, was it even worth it to do this? Alright. Well, guys, I guess that's it. We're about to go through the 4th can. It's only got 2 shots left. Ugh. 19. Cheers, comrades. I don't know how much I can take. Fuck you. Within dev. No, who made this? Who actually made this? I gotta look it up. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Alright. Bass Pond 3. I want everyone to go to this guy and spend as much hatred and harassment towards him toward the end of time. Fuck you and everything you stand for. Your life is as valuable as a summer ant's. I hope you know that. And I want you to actually kill yourself now for putting me through this. 'Cause I want to kill myself. Fuck you. And have a good rest of your night. Back to this, I guess. I then release her and she takes a step back. I'm just gonna get my ribbon out. Could you go over there and turn off the light? Yeah, of course. As I go to the light switch and flick it off. Long after the light goes off, I hear Monica approach me. Comrade? Oh. I feel it wanting to come back up, but I don't want it to. I ain't running from there. Her voice oozes invitation. If the Mountain Dew doesn't make me vomit everywhere. Monica's sex surely will. Upon instinct, I turn to face her. Before I can even respond to her, she yanks me towards her by my shirt and passionately presses her lips against mine. At least, Hoopla, you son of a bitch, you lied to me. No, you didn't. This was a different scene. Why? Why? My body first tenses up, but it quickly relaxes against Monica's grip. Unlike the numerous other times we kiss, her passion is front and center. Hoopla, fuck you. Her grip is firm and the sensation of her touch is tangible. At least it's not gentle. As I settle into her grasp, I kiss her back, trying to match her passion. At least the Ronnie McNutt drip is making this tolerable. I eventually lose track of how much time we spend like this. There's nothing more I want than to protect her and everything we have between us. At the same time, though, the way she's talking has me immensely concerned. Coupling that with her dad's seemingly disdain for his own damn daughter, it only cements the idea of a very uncertain future in my head. A prospect that some people would more than likely shudder at. You know what, maybe Monica should just go live at MC's house. Maybe you should just do that. But it's a risk I'm willing to face. After what feels like a blissful eternity, Monica inches her face away, but she keeps relatively close. In reality, the kiss may have only lasted for a few minutes, but it's worth every single minute. She partially lifts her eyelids, wearing a dreamy smirk on her face. You wanna head to bed? It may only just have gone 9 o'clock, but an early night wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I do. We both release each other and head towards Monica's bed. As soon as we climb in and pull the covers over us, I feel Monica's fingers tugging at my shirt. Raise my left arm as she drapes her arm across mine and rests her head in my chest. After she's made herself as comfortable as she possibly can, I rest my arm across her back. It takes time, but I soon feel myself drifting off to sleep. Peacefully, together with the girl I love dearly. Please tell me it's over. I groggily open my eyes. Look towards the slight gap between the curtains and the window. It's still night. No. Just be morning. Oh, hey, little Asian man with another $2. No kiss before marriage. Yes. Stay faithful. I'm gonna be dead before morning, ain't I? I look down to Monica. It seems that in the however many hours we slept, Monica's been able to wriggle out of my arm and is currently curled up next to me. Making a tired smirk, I try to get up off the bed without waking her up. Wait, Jackson's alive? What? No way. Thank the heavens. At least we got that good news. Yeah. I walk towards the lone desk and check my phone. 11. Oh, hey, that's not even midnight. Huh? It was, I think it was at least past midnight. Yeah, same. As I set my phone down, I feel a slight pain in my stomach. You're one to talk. I think I need some water. I think I need to just, go comatose for the next century. Ugh. I'll leave the room. Once again, trying my hardest to not wake Monica. When I inch the door shut, I stand in the hallway for a moment to allow my eyes to readjust to my surroundings. I turn my head to look down the staircase. As I do, my ears begin to pick up the sounds of the television downstairs. Omni Man. Just kill me now. It sounds like some run-of-the-mill comedy program.
Bazinga.
I rub my eyes and head straight for the kitchen. I scan the cupboards for a glass. Hear some voices from the other room, but everything's still a little fuzzy. And eventually finding a small glass, I grab it, close the cupboards, and go towards the sink. As I'm running the water, the voices start to register a bit clearer. One in particular.
I mean, did you even see the look she gave me?
Do you exactly blame her? You've been at her for this since last year. Earlier suspicious confirmed, I guess? I hear Daisuke groan. And I doubt she's forgiven you for making her panic about Comrade.
Don't get me started on that lanky, pacey
Daisuke! Harumi's voice is hushed and clearly frustrated. You know those two are upstairs and you're really gonna say that?
Look, I'm just saying how I see it. Sorry if you don't like it. Besides, you're probably doing something stupid anyway.
He scoffs.
That's Monica's problem. She does things and she doesn't even think of the consequences. Luckily for her, she's got someone to revel in that stupidity with.
I stop drinking, my breathing slows to a deep crawl. I don't even know how to feel. I'm angry, confused, heartbroken. Just so many things that I understand but can't explain. I then hear the creaking of a sofa shortly followed by footsteps.
With the way she's been with me, she better count her lucky stars I even let Comrade step 1 foot in my house.
Daisuke then walks into the kitchen and heads straight for the fridge, not even noticing me. Now, if I'm careful enough, I could possibly place the glass next to the sink without making too much noise. Should be easy. Damn it. Fuck. Thanks to how shaky my hand was, the glass ended up clattering with the other assorted mugs and glasses that were already there. I turned to face the fridge to see if he noticed me. As predicted, he had. He's just standing there, menacingly, another bottle held firmly in his hand. Hey! Sorry about the noise, I was just kidding. My voice shakes and trails off under the intensity of his stare. For some reason, it sends a shiver down my spine. I remain silent for a moment, as does he. I'll just be heading back upstairs.
Make it quick.
His tone is rather gruff and demanding. Leaves almost immediately after speaking to me. I rush upstairs, admittedly shaken by the small exchange and everything I had previously heard. I'm able to sneak back into Monica's room without waking her. My heartbeat starts to revert back to its steadiness. After a few more breaths to steady myself, I get back into bed. I then curl up behind her and attempt to wrap my arms around her. It's easy to do so with my right arm. With my left arm, I have to carefully inch my arm between her hip and the mattress. She stirs a little, but I'm thankfully successful besides that. Either that, or she's a heavy sleeper. I then rest my head against her shoulder and close my eyes. And. For the most part, I'm able to distract myself from what I'd overheard Daisuke say. Sure, it shook me up, but I'm not planning on letting him ruin the time I share with Monica. Thinking to myself for a moment, Monty said that part of her might have been considering getting back to music. I have an idea for what we can do tomorrow. Just end the day. End the day, please. Thank God.